Alright, everyone, welcome back. So, we continue on our 2024 trade deadline previews with the San Jose Sharks. So, the Sharks, a fun team here. They are obviously going to be sellers. So, there's a lot more to talk about here compared to the last couple of ones we made with San Jose overall. So, as of today, the Sharks are currently 14, 32, and 5 for 33 points. They are 8th overall in the Pacific Division. So, obviously, they're going to be sellers. There's no question about it. Heading into the season, they had like a 13-game losing streak. Then they lost. Then they beat the Flyers, because of course they did. But I'm a Flyers fan. But obviously, this year is going to be a year where they sell at the deadline. So definitely, I would expect that to happen for sure over the next couple of weeks. They currently have $2.2 million in cap space. So definitely not a whole lot of cap space there for a rebuilding Sharks team. So if I'm San Jose, I'm looking at clearing up some cap space. Now, they do have plenty of options in doing that at this year's trade deadline. They have multiple options, actually, that they can make. So I would definitely expect that from them. And if I'm Mike Grier, I'm going to go full-blown sell. Full-blown. You're not going to hold back. You're just going to sell as much as you can. Get as much as you can out of here and keep on selling. Get as many picks as you physically can. So, the UFAs and RFAs you have here for San Jose, it's a much longer list than usual teams. You got for the UFAs, you got Kevin Labanc, Mike Hoffman, Anthony Duclair, Alex Barabanov, Justin Bailey, I think, Alex Carpenter, Josh McDonald, and Kaapo Kähkönen. So definitely an interesting list there. Labanc, Hoffman, Duclair, and Barabanov are 4 guys right there that could get moved. 4 guys. So let's start with Labanc. Labanc, a solid, probably middle 6 forward, a third liner on other teams, plays a good sort of offensive style, probably the least of the 4 that would be interested. Mike Hoffman, a solid secondary scorer to have on your roster, would be a guy that I think some teams would call in on. The guy they're calling in on most, though, is Anthony Duclair. He provided some very good secondary scoring in the Florida Panthers Stanley Cup run. So, for sure, if I'm the San Jose Sharks, I'm looking at that and saying, well, we could get some pretty good haul for this guy. That's probably the guy you're going to get the most amount of money from. If you're the San Jose Sharks, you're going to get the most amount of picks and prospects, which is what you want if you're the Sharks. So I would look at Duclair for sure. Another guy too, Barabanov, would be a great 4th or 3rd liner on another pretty contending team. So that's another guy that I think could be a very viable option there for the San Jose Sharks and other teams too. Justin Bailey, not a huge name there. Carpenter, again, another 3rd pairing guy, not a big name. Same with McDonald. Kähkönen could be a solid backup. He could get moved for some legitimate money. There is a good chance there that we see Kähkönen also get moved. As it goes for your RFAs, I don't expect any of these guys to get traded. At least not right now. You got Luke Kunin, Nick Zadina, or Philip Zadina, not Nick Zadina. Kalen Addison, Nikita Okechuk, Ty Emberson, and Henry Thrun. It was on a 10.2C, which is a different kind of free agency or a different kind of restricted free agent. So, Kunin. Kunin's been injured for a lot, but I think he stays in San Jose. Same with Zadina, another young player there who's kind of thrived in San Jose. Let's be for real. He's kind of thrived a little bit with the Sharks. Kalen Addison was a defenseman that was traded mid-season. I don't expect him to be moved. He's a solid offensive-type defender. Maybe San Jose wouldn't mind keeping that. Okechuk, I don't know a whole lot about, but still not a player I don't think they would want to move. Emberson, I don't think they get a whole lot for. And then Thrun as well, one of their more solid defensive prospects on the Sharks. So if I'm San Jose, I would be like, yeah, let's keep those guys. I don't want to move those guys. Let's keep them. So definitely that's what I expect there as the San Jose Sharks. So, yeah, there are guys you can move, but obviously, as I said, you want to go full-blown sell. You want to sell as much as you can, except for the youth. I would keep the younger players in town, like Zadina, like Kunin, like Emberson, like Thrun. Like a lot of those younger players, I would keep in town. Now, there's a chance that Tomas Hertl or even Marc-Edouard Vlasic gets dealt. Now, Vlasic I have in there because maybe his contract. Maybe they try and move that. Who knows? As well as that, too, I think Blackwood could get some calls. I think Mackenzie Blackwood might get some calls. I think that definitely the way he's played with the Sharks and the numbers he's put up, I think they're very good numbers for a team that has not been that great. So definitely that's another thing that I'm expecting there from San Jose that could maybe happen. So obviously there's going to be a lot of things that that could go down. We may see a fire sale with San Jose. Who knows? So what are your needs? And it needs to be very obvious if you're San Jose. You want picks and prospects. Nothing too out of the ordinary there for a rebuilding team. Maybe you want to take on bad contracts. Who knows? Maybe you take on a short-term bad contract like your Chicago. Who knows? That it's up to you. Movable pieces. I put anyone. You can move a lot of these guys, to be honest. There's a lot of guys on this list that I think you could move for some pretty sizable names. So definitely that is something I could see there from the Sharks. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I think the most likely to get traded is Duclair, Barabanov behind him, but I think guys like Hurdle and Blackwood and other players on this roster may get some calls too. So anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Hit that subscribe button down below. I really appreciate it. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.